All right, Discord. We're live on YouTube. What's up, YouTube? Hey, Alex. How are you doing this morning? All right, let's get it. So we have liquidations for Bitcoin all the way up here, over 3% up, almost close to 4% into 61K. I added a position to my long at around 10 cents this morning in the Discord. I was drawing the green blocks, and then we started going up. We're up over 2% from local bottom for Doge. It's a very big drop. That was a head and shoulder for Doge that we filled. When I look over here, let's put the camera for green because we're going up. Yeah, we're going up. Woo! We're busting up. What's happening? Yeah, we're heading into the weekend. If markets are doing good heading into the weekend, this will be good for us. Let's go over here. We're gonna deep dive. I'm in Doge, so I'm gonna deep dive into Doge real quick. We're gonna expand the Doge chart. I like Doge. So notice our last green block on Doge. We went up to the very top of the head, and it was about 1.8%. So not really good performance. But now, from this green block, we've already went up even more. We're up over 1.9%, and we have liquidations over 5%. Look at these liquidations up to 10.86. So when I grab this local bottom up to that 10.86, that's going to be about 10% move up. It's not bad. I'll take a screenshot and add this to the charts channel if you guys are interested in checking that out. And I'm just modify this chart. I put the words on there so we can see it. And this would be about a 10% move up if this fills. So this would be about 10% move up from bottom if it fills. Which is actually very good. So this is Doge 5 minutes. And the 4-hour liquidations goes up even more. So I just put this 5 minutes in the chart here for you guys. I'm going to throw this in Discord real quick too. Let me load that up as well. Let me get this real quick. All right, so I'm posting this in Discord as well. Let me get that in the charts channel for you guys who are interested in that liquidation. And I put in the chart channel with that chart. Here's how Doge could pump 48%. How Doge could pump 10% in the next 48 hours. Good morning, everyone. Let's go back to the charts. Do a little bit of research. Yes. So on my TradingView idea, I'd still see that happening by December, Christmas. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Let's look at the RSI on the 4 hour for Doge. So here's what the 4 hour RSI shows me. We were rejected. Come out. We're still like not all the way oversold, but we're in a range where people are comfortable scalping. This is areas that make ranges. But there will be a time when there's a big drop sometimes, so you have to be careful. And you look at the 4 hour MACD, we are slowly losing that bearish momentum. So let's put the RSI and MACD together. Try to make them even. All right, so this is Doge 4 hour. Take a screenshot of this. I'm gonna add this to the chart channel as well, because the 4 hour looks really good based off of this. It's not perfect though, but it looks good. Good morning, how are you? What are you doing today? You in Doge long or any trades? So yeah, Doge is actually losing bearish momentum on this 4 hour. It could start turning around. But when I look at the charts over here as well, the candles, when we look at all this, man, when we look at that big last take profit around 11 cents rejection until it coming back down to here, these green blocks, like this first green block, great, around 10 cents. So these green blocks are about the same price over here. Let's zoom in here so you guys can kind of focus in on that. I don't know why it moved like that, but look at this. Look at these liquidations as well. I'm going to try to get liquidations in here too. I don't think there is a short squeeze. People aren't shorting more Doge than there are. But we can liquidate shorts. But I'm looking here from the take profits at about 10.98 all the way down to the bottom. It went down about 10.8%. So I think it's very feasible that we could even recover. Yeah, this is very feasible that we could recover. Yeah. So recovering that 10% and getting those liquidations on 5 minutes, that's our next big target that I'm aiming for. I added more to a long around 10 cents this morning. So that's where I'm at. And we're looking over here at the charts. We dropped 10.81% from the take profit. No, I don't short Doge. I'm not shorting Doge. I'll do low buy limits if I want to though. So I put that in the charts channel. Doge dropped from the take profit zone, and that we could reclaim based off the 4 hour. So let's go to the 4 hour and look at the top of liquidations on the 4 hour, see where we can really go. Right here, 14 cents. Oh. So from current price of about 10 cents all the way up to 14, that would be about 39%. Are you fucking ready for a 39% move up? Have you ever been in a position and it moved up 39%? Because if you're a long and it goes up 39%, that's fucking big profits. So this would be a very big play. If someone took a play on Doge and it went up 39%. And I'm going to add this to the charts channel as well. So here, yeah, Doge can go up over 39% from this current zone, which is really, really cool. I like it. So when we look at Bitcoin as well, we can go to the Bitcoin chart even. But Bitcoin chart's not as good. When we look at Bitcoin here and you put it on the 4-hour, you see the Bitcoin 4-hour is similar RSI, but it's not as oversold as Doge. When you look at the 4-hour, you do have liquidations on the top side, bottom side, from the green block down here at 50K range on that recovery from 49K. We're up about 14.92%, and we have liquidations up to 72.93. So let me add that real quick as well. So we're already up almost 15% from our bottom there for Bitcoin. Almost 15%. And this is the Bitcoin chart, by the way. And I'm going to edit this chart, edit chart channel as well. This is going to be the Bitcoin 4-hour chart. Bitcoin 4-hour chart. We're up. So we're up almost 15% from green blocks. And the top of these liquidations goes to 72,200. So this is something to look forward to as well. And then, but the bottom of the liquidations and longs at 52,100. But it does make sense for Bitcoin to be green on the 4-hour. We just had a nice recovery from the pre-market dip, that pre-market sell-off. As markets was opening, we started getting more buy pressure. About 15 to 20 minutes before market opened, that's when we started getting buy pressure. So I'm going to add some of these charts on Twitter as well real quick. What we're going to do, we're going to go back on the 5 minutes. We're going to put this stuff on 5. We're going to track it real quick. Because we had a green block this morning and it's a pretty fat green block. We already hit the head and shoulders target for Doge. And I saw a lot of people, well, it looks like closing their shorts down here and it bounced back up very fast. Because the movement from the bottom to this local top was over 2.87%. Yeah, we go back to 14 cents, could be another big drop, but I'm excited. We are getting a very big sell pressure. We were overbought on the 5 minutes here when you look at the RSI and the MACD. We hit 82 RSI on Bitcoin. It is curving down. If we get oversold again and retest, we're going to get another green block probably. We're going to see how far this goes. And we're going to check on the stock market a little bit. Maybe move in, check the stock market. See what's happening on that side of the realm. Is there anyone in here that is going to take a position if we drop down to 9 cents on Doge? Let me do a YouTube poll. Let's see. Would you buy Doge if it dropped to 9 cents? Would you buy Doge at? Yes. I think a lot of people would be happy to buy Doge if it dropped down to 9 cents range. But you see this wick? The wicks are building that support. And when we measure this out, this might be that curve. The wicks are what's building the support right here. You see how big of a wick that is? And if you match it with volume, the one that has the worst angle up there is Ethereum. Ethereum has the worst wick up there. It's very interesting. I'm bullish on Doge though, because eventually we're going to lower interest rates in America. And when I first made big money on Doge, it was because America lowered interest rates. And we were able to pump along with the Elon memes and everything. But let's see how these wicks are performing here. See if it catches it and then bounces. It's a very interesting area. Let's say we bounce for Doge. I mean, Ethereum's underperforming on these patterns more than anything else. So over 75% of the people voted said that they would buy Doge at 9 cents dip down. It's pretty big, pretty big. Remember, we do have liquidations on the bottom side about 9.5 cents for Doge, and generally we hit Doge liquidations at the bottom. We can wick down an additional 10%, so that is one of those risks as well. I can map that out. Let me let's just do like -10 from the bottom liquidations, or like at least -5. I've seen it wick down like that. So it's going to be about 8.5. So 8.5 might be a very good catch area for Doge. So 8.5 may be a good buy limit if you're not in position. But if you're in position like me, know where the price could go on the upside or the downside. And I'll zoom this in for the people that are not in position. This is for those who are not in position. I'll put this as Doge. So yeah, let me screenshot this for you guys. Boom, boom, boom. All right, took a screenshot. I hope you guys took a screenshot as well. If you didn't took a screenshot and you're in Discord, that's good because I'll post it in charts. You'll be able to see it in charts channel. If you are on YouTube and you need a screenshot, just write it in the chat. I can try to zoom it in one more time. Let me modify this. What is this? And then I'll throw this in the chart channel. Mm. So I put that in the Discord. Let me pop it up again one more time for you guys who may not have taken that screenshot on the YouTube. So if Doge goes down to 8.5 cents, those buy limits probably could fill for the people that are not in a position. And if you're looking for an exchange where you can do buy limits, you can do buy limits on wheats. I'll put a link in the chat. You also get a welcome bonus if you want to do some buy limits. The spot trading fees are very cheap on wheats. I'm doing futures, but spot trading is very cheap. And there's a lot of futures positions, 0% fees as well. I entered my long at 10 cents because I know that upside, we can go at least from the 10 cents range to the top of this is over 7.9%. But on that 4 hour, it could be bigger. So I'm entered along. If we drop down, I'm just going to have a buy limit on spot in case we drop down so I can accumulate more spot bag if the price drops 14%. But I think this is an area that it bounced off of. That wick built our support line on this 5 minutes because we had the volume as well. And I'm going to add this note on the chart. We don't want too many notes on here, but I'm going to add this note because I said it earlier. The wick was support. That wick was the area where we were going to bounce. And then I'm going to add that ETH was the worst. Matic did really good too. Matic did really good. So I'm just add these notes. Wick was support. So you have to think, are we going to break that support or go under it? And let's zoom in the chart here and take that screenshot. And this is just on that short time frame. Oh man. Let me get the tickers back on here first. All right. So wicks. Those wicks, when you combine it with volume, it can really map out areas of support for Doge, Bitcoin. I'm not really worried about my long. I just know the top side potential. So the wicks mapping out support level this morning were very good. So I think Vitalik selling his Ethereum recently is why ETH was underperforming. People know that he can sell Ethereum and crypto. that support could be a very important level. So we're going to leave that on the charts here. We're going to leave those lines just to double check. We're still a little bit under 10 cents. We're about 9.95 cents. We mapped out some of the top side liquidations this morning, some of the bottom side liquidations this morning. Edwin Vargas says, Tame, what happens first, 14 cents or 8 cents? I don't know, Edwin, but the way I would hedge my bet on that situation by not knowing is having a buy limit on Doge around 8.5, maybe 8.6 cents, and then having a short-term position now with a take profit close to 14 cents. That would be how I would handle this trade by not knowing. And being able to recognize that you don't know where we're going to go and still be able to trade from that data is still really good. So don't over leverage. Don't have your liquidation price above 8.5 cents on your longs as well. If your liquidation price above 8.5, it's going to be really bad, because that would be very risky. If you were in a long and your liquidation is 8.5, oh my God. Maybe like 7.6 and below, but not 8.5. Maybe closer to 0 would be better, but obviously less profits. So you have to map out your risk to reward as well. And guys, I'm not really winning this trade. I'm underwater still, obviously. But if I win the trade, it's going to be really good. If I don't win the trade, I just accumulate more Doge on spot at the 8.5 cents. And bag hold the futures position for a little bit longer. But yeah, we're live on Discord. Let me log into other accounts. Some people don't recognize this. They don't recognize my alt account. Let me see. I'm gonna log in on the tametheark account. I was on the bot account. All right, I'm back on the bot account. Sorry, the tametheark account. So let me put my screen back as well. And we don't have advertisements popping up on the YouTube blocking the charts right now. But yeah, we mapped out this line here with the support. You notice that big wick. When you ever have a big wick like this, that's people buying. That's people buying when it's wick like this on the bottom side. And they bought it up really fast for that Bitcoin sell. They were trying to sell that Bitcoin, but people gobbled it right up. They're very comfortable. And there's people like Michael Saylor that get the option to borrow money to buy these Bitcoin ranges. And he doesn't care about this being the top, because this top for him is not the big all-time top. If he thinks Bitcoin will go to 500,000 and even $1 million, these are very comfortable levels for him and his business to buy Bitcoin. Let's look over some stocks though. Let's look over some stock market data real quick. We're gonna go to a new tab. We're gonna look at the SPY real quick. Oh, this was my big Bitcoin chart for the weekly. The Bitcoin weekly chart doesn't look that bad. I guess we can do an update on the Bitcoin weekly chart as well. 70K gang doesn't like this chart. 70K gang does not like this chart. So this is our update on the Bitcoin weekly chart. It does look like shorts are still holding, and we had big sells down to 49K 900. So when you zoom out and look at a weekly, woohoo. Yes sir, yes sir. Let me add this one to the charts channel. So the Bitcoin chart on a weekly is still in bearish momentum. And then when you look at the RSI, when we're overbought here, we're still not completely oversold. We're not completely oversold. And we have bearish divergence as well. So on the Bitcoin weekly chart, there's still so much room to come down. And when we're looking at this weekly, like really big support's closer down here, the 17K level. Our recent support was around 50,000. So when that breaks, we're going to make our way down to 40,000 very fast. And that's right here, 40,000. This would be that big support and near that last PSAR entry for Bitcoin as well on the weekly. So when I zoom out and see this Bitcoin weekly chart, it does make me worried about all my other positions. That's the thing that worries me. So the time to load up on Bitcoin would be under 40,000, preferably. That would be the time to load up on Bitcoin, preferably. And then I'll add that chart, the tweet with the chart above. The time to load up on Bitcoin is if we go under 40K, because when you're looking at this, oh man, we built this diving board. We've already felled the bull flag. It could be a lot of sell momentum on the ways down. When you look over here at the all-time high, 73,777, it's a really tough area. It's a really tough area for traders. And I mentioned before at 70K that even the best traders are going to get wrecked. Some of those traders got wrecked. They left my Discord after I called out that some traders would get wrecked. They left the Discord and tried to promote their own Discord. And the only thing is, if they just listened to me and took my words of wisdom, they would not have gotten wrecked and lost money. But they over-leveraged. Stop lost out, liquidated. And then they tried to hide that from people. And then they try to recruit people to their Discord. So if you're following someone, ask to see their trades. Ask them to be transparent with you. And if they don't want to be transparent with you, then you can respect their decision, but they also must respect your decision to not follow them or care about them. Same thing with the guy that was promoting all the rug pulls, had to kick him from the Discord. And then he didn't want to share his trades on some of those meme coins that he was pumping. And they're not even meme coins, they were straight rug pulls. He would share links for early IPOs. The company would take the money and dump the price down and then quit the projects. So be very careful about what you do in crypto. We just fell under 58,000 on the weekly time frame. When you're looking at this weekly time frame, from that RSI getting overbought, completely oversold, we're not there yet. We still have this bearish divergence on the MACD RSI coming down. We have very low volume, so when the volume starts picking up on the sell pressure, If we get a daily candle of 100,000 Bitcoin, that could push us to 40,000 as well. So it's a very tough area. When you look at these time frames, it's almost nearly impossible to trade. Well, it wasn't Shania that I'm talking about. I'm talking about someone else, Marcus. You can replay the audio about the 70K and see who it was, but people are not transparent about their trades when they get frustrated. So be careful about that. Even when I'm down on Doge longs, I still share the screenshot showing my position in negative to keep it realistic for you guys. When we look over here, when we slip under 58K, if we do go back under 50K, that's going to be very scary for a lot of traders. It's very possible one day get 100,000 Bitcoin sold at the same time too. So we're going to see if these lines are actually going to hold the support or break the support for Doge. Because if it breaks the support, breaking support up here, we probably are going to make our way down to that 8.5 cents range. We probably will go down to that 8.5 cents if we start breaking these supports and getting into liquidations. So you have to be realistic. Yeah. If you went long at 70K, you need to reevaluate your trading strategy for the next time so that it doesn't happen again. I understand as a person, you're going to FOMO the top quite a few times in crypto. But as you get more experience, you FOMO less tops and you buy more bottoms, and that's how you make the money in the long term. It's very simple. It's so simple. It's so simple that a monkey picking out tickers from a hat could outperform a lot of these retail traders. Because the retail traders, looking at these charts and giant green candles, they buy the green candles. Whereas you give a monkey a hat with a bunch of tickers and let them pick some, it may outperform the retail trader, ironically. They're cutting the grass outside. Hope the AI is filtering this out. But I'm really hoping that this support area will hold for Doge so that my long will print. We're not at the top for Doge. Like, we're very far from the all-time top. When you compare Bitcoin and Doge all-time top, Doge is down drastically. Bitcoin is still very close to all-time high. Let me show you real quick. We're going to zoom in here. So if I put this on the weekly or the monthly, probably have to do the monthly. Yeah, look at the monthly. So when you look at the monthly and you see this, Bitcoin's relatively close to all-time high, both in time and price. Doge is further from all-time high in both time and price. So Doge is down about 86% from all-time high. Bitcoin's only down about 19% from all-time high. Ethereum's very far down from all-time high in time because the ETH Foundation dumped on your faces and you guys didn't know. So ETH is down about 47% from the top, and then Matic. Oh man. Matic's down also about 83% from the top. So when we're looking here, I'm going to screenshot this certain charts. This is why I like trading Doge and Matic. They're down more from all-time high compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum. So looking at the charts here, I mean, it does make sense to buy the ones that are down furthest from the tops if you think that they have room to go all-time high. So I'm going to add this to charts. Let me try to make this out a little bit bigger. Price percentage down from all-time highs. Monthly chart. So Bitcoin's only down 19%. So Bitcoin only down 19% from all-time high. Why the fuck would you buy Bitcoin? At least Ethereum is 47% down from all-time high, but is Ethereum still worth it? And when you look at charts like this, Ethereum's down that much. Well, it's because Ethereum has a leader, and that leader likes to sell his Ethereum. And then Doge is down 86.47%. And then Doge, I think Doge is in the best position here. Doge is down more than Matic. And then Matic also pumped very close to all-time high again after. So actually Matic was one of those things that really ran. So 83.84. And then Matic is that interesting one as well. Gonna do like another deep dive into Matic this week. All right, let's throw this in chart channel. And this is like one reason why I do like Doge a little bit more. And I'll add that comment. And when you look at these levels, like it does make sense. Let's go back to the 5 minutes and then see if we're holding that support though. I'm hedging my trade that support will hold, but I'm going to low buy them at 8.5 in case it doesn't hold. Isn't a bad idea. Markets opened already. It's about 10:21 a.m. And I'll throw this chart in the YouTube and Twitter as well. So if we hit that all-time high, really high on Doge, it was because of Elon Musk before. What do you think happens when Elon really wants to pump Doge again? If he really wants to pump Doge again, well, I think it's gonna pump us to all-time highs. I think it's gonna make it go up a lot. And Elon pumping Doge is a thing that a lot of people look forward to. A lot of people are looking forward to Elon pumping Doge. We are getting very indecisive candles. The markets are very volatile this morning, but it's at a critical area that we are right above liquidations for shorts, right below liquidations for longs. So this is like a battleground right here. And I think the direction of the stock market is going to determine which way crypto goes. Let's go over here. Let's check on the stock market as well. We're going to go on the SPY real quick. I'm just curious about SPY. I'm curious about NVIDIA, Tesla. So when I look at the SPY this morning, it actually started curving back up on the 15 minutes. And if you look at the SPY here, when we got oversold on the 15 minutes, the RSI was oversold at 550. It recovered by about 3 points up here. But when you look at this thing on the short time frame, like the 1 minute, it is slowly climbing. It was slowly climbing. And I think the SPY could climb. Let's look at Berkshire Hathaway. I think Berkshire Hathaway should be an interesting one to look at as well. Yeah, Berkshire Hathaway is still in its uptrend from the August dip. Berkshire Hathaway is still in the dip. I mean, man. When you have over 300,000 people coming through your southern border every day, it's hard for these housing companies that build houses, buy houses, do real estate, not to make profit. They have the workers. They have additional buyers. They have Kamala Harris promoting a new $25,000 first-time homeowner. It's crazy. So the housing stocks are trying to pump this morning as well. Let's take a look at Nvidia though. Look at Nvidia. Nvidia is doing a nice recovery on the 15 minutes. We did drop down here the other day at about 96, but Nvidia almost fully recovered from that dip and is up over 27% in just 8 days. 8 days it recovered. And you look on my daily, when you see when people close their trades on Nvidia, it did drop down. Like even this average, it dropped down over 28%. And now we're up 28%. We're almost back in the zone where people sold Nvidia before. And the reason is, well, the Japanese increased their interest rates here. And then America said they might start decreasing interest rates. And then we started climbing, which gave us this very volatile candle that was indecisive, which turned us into bullish momentum. So let's see if Tesla is also doing very well. It's okay. It's not great, but it's doing okay since that August 7th dip as well. That August 7th dip made a lot of the stocks oversold. So from that local bottom on Tesla up here, we're up over 18%. And from this candle, August 13th, we started picking up that bullish divergence. So higher RSI, lower price. And then when you measure this downturn for Tesla, this may be that area where Tesla wants to break based off of the daily. So Tesla potentially breaking downtrend on the daily at 218. So we're gonna do like the new daily green block as well. Throw that in the charts channel real quick. Let me add the date in that screenshot. Today is August 16th, 2024. I'm sure this chart will look a lot different in 2025. Just a year from now will make a big difference on the Tesla chart. So we got the Tesla green block on the daily. Let me add that tweet out as well. And when you look at my last green block for Tesla, like it is really down here in April. So I'm gonna zoom out. I'm gonna zoom out so we can see that last green block back in April. And now we're at a much higher price. Let me and then I'm gonna grab this screenshot as well for you guys so that we can watch this. So this was on 19th of April 2024. So these original green blocks came in around April 19th, 2024. And now this one is on the August 16th. So price is up more. Sorry about that. And we hit that falling wedge target and we went parabolic from there. From our falling wedge target on Tesla, bottom to the top was over 60%. So that's very good, especially if you're in option plays or anything. And then I'll add this chart as well down below. And I think Donald Trump is going to be elected president. That's where I'd be hedging my trades. So let me show you another stock that I like. It's called SWBI. Smith & Wesson is a gun stock, and we've been holding this uptrend quite nicely. It has been holding this uptrend quite nicely. Failed the falling wedge target. We had the green lots around 828. And this is Smith & Wesson. All right, take a screenshot of this chart real quick. Boom, boom, boom. I'll throw this into the chart channel as well. Just give you guys a nice update on this stock because it's something that I like. I think it's a decent stock. And when we look at the levels, I'll go in there after I post this chart. So we're still on the uptrend. We're still on the uptrend for this stock. As more states in America pass the laws to prevent you from getting a handgun, I think it goes up. And if they're trying to lower the age of voting, they need to lower the age of getting a handgun as well. So let's look at some of the technicals. We were oversold again on the daily recently for SWBI. We hit that bottom line. RSI was about 25. We also have a little bit of bullish divergence forming here for SWBI, which is another good thing. So when I go here, zoom in here, I'm going to take this screenshot. I'm going to add it in that chart channel as well. If you guys like this type of content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're in the Discord, great. You're in Discord, you get to see these charts. You don't have to take screenshots all the time. And maybe I'm bringing this stuff up helps you do your own research. So it has bullish divergence as well, still in uptrend. And then I'll throw that right under the chart that I just did. But I also have Twitter. If you're not in the Discord, some of these charts I do share on Twitter. So you can get like a little taste of there. Sorry, that's I'll put the ets.com link in the chat for you guys. And I'm going to go over here real quick. We're going to look at another stock that you guys might know, you might be familiar with. It's called Ford. And stock ticker is F. Ford Motor Company. It just came down quite hard on the daily. But if Trump is elected, I think this would be a nice buy zone for Ford. They do have the electric feet. They are trying to raise money. So, let me add this in here. And this is Ford. F-O-R-D is F. And this is the daily. And we recover from oversold. So we recover from being oversold. And now we are getting bullish divergence for Ford. If Trump is elected, that would be very good for Ford. And I'm just trying to keep this simple. Add this chart in there. A green block for Ford Motor Company on the daily. I don't traditionally trade a Ford. I've done it a few times, but not as much. They recovered a lot after the COVID dips because then they could produce more chips. All right. Let's go back to crypto, see if we're still holding this support. We came back down, I think, one more time. And we went down a little bit lower for Doge at 9.87. Bitcoin did not come down, though. Ethereum did not come down. Matic went down. So you notice the two cryptocurrencies that are further away from all-time high, they're also the most volatile. We whiffed down under that support. But we're still riding with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's still up there, so I think we're still in a good spot. Mm. 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 Yes, sir. And there it, I was going to research that too. Thank you for bringing that up. That's a very good idea. Ha 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 ha. There's a stock related to it. There's a stock. Let me look at this real quick. I took a screenshot. Um. Uh. Let me double check. Nope, not Zoom. It's another one. Let me look this up real quick, and then I'll go with that research. I don't want to make money from this one though. It feels really bad to make money from this one. Mm. Mm. No, it's not Moderna. It's I'll pull it up on the YouTube real quick. It's called BAVA, and it's not really traded in America, but when you look at the stock, it's on the VIE or VSE as well. But when you look at this stock, Bavarian Nordic, the fuck? They're making money from the Monkey Pox vaccine. They already had the vaccine for the monkeypox. Well, just don't go have intercourse with another man rubbing their body and you should be fine. No, so I'm going to add this in the tickers as well. Huh. Well, it started in Africa. There are a lot of real cases of this monkeypox. And I mean, when you're out sweating and stuff, it's definitely way more contagious than when you're not all sweaty and your pores are opened up. So, hmm. I'm not getting the monkeypox vaccine though. I mean, the way the monkeypox spread, you should research that before you even determine if you want to get the vaccine. Uh, we can research it together real quick. I'll show you. But the news today this morning, and then I'll throw this in news. And then they had news in Sweden confirm that they have a more grave variant outside of Africa. So there's a more contagious version of monkeypox, and it's a viral infection that spreads through close contact. So it's been the first time this virus has been found outside of Africa, and that's why on the daily, it's why this stock up here, Bavarian Nordic, is pumping. Like, look at this giant green candle, and this has been our biggest volume candle over the last year. We haven't had a big candle like this over the last year. And this was a stock that was coming down. It's coming down, coming down. They pushed it down. Those guys shorted it all the way down. Then boom, they let the vaccine come out. Monkeypox spreading. So companies like this are benefiting from monkeypox spreading because they can sell their vaccine to the public. But here's the thing, China announced that they would also begin screening for people and goods entering their country over the next 6 months. Especially from places where the outbreak occurred. And the monkeypox, the new variant, can kill up to 10% of the people affected. And it's really spreading around some of these mining towns. The Congolese mining town warned that it might spread easily. And it's if you touch someone that has monkeypox, or if you have sex with someone with monkeypox, those liquids and their body touching, you are probably going to have a very high contact rate. So look, I'm going to teach you how to stop spreading monkeypox. One, the U.S. government can just ban Grindr from the App Store, right? Right? You want to reduce monkeypox? Ban Grindr, ban Tinder, ban Bumble, ban all the dating apps just for a year. Don't force people to do a lockdown. That would reduce the spreading, right? But no, we are Americans. We don't want to go top and over the board, right? Look, don't have sex in the dark. Come on, guys. Be smart about it. Look. And look, if you're in Discord, we have a dating channel in Discord to give you a lot of information. So let me add something in a dating channel, dating advice, to help prevent catching monkeypox. Keep the lights on. Don't use Tinder or Grindr or Bumble or Hinge or I don't know the other those dating apps. Also, stay away from touching strangers. Don't get into close contact. Because the monkeypox is actually very deadly, and it's bad for your skin. It's not like what COVID was. Monkeypox is very deadly. From the people I've seen getting it, the videos, the skin, it just bubbles up. And even a healthy person, the symptoms can be bad enough to kill you because it goes to the brain. And that's where the danger is. So be very careful. Yeah, but this thing, from the people, vaccine or not, just stay away from people that have monkeypox also. Well, if editing your gene prevents you from getting the monkeypox, I think it's worth it in the short run. In the short run, like, would you rather edit your gene or get monkeypox? Yeah. So yeah, people have that option, but some people don't have that option in mod. You're talking like a rich man that doesn't have to go out in the real world. You don't have to work at a grocery store. You don't have to be a doctor or a nurse and touching other people. No, vitamin C is not going to stop you from getting monkeypox. It's a viral infection that goes on your skin and mod. Yeah. So, but there's people out there in the real world, especially those people in Africa that have to work in the mines and stuff. They don't have that chance like us. We can stay in our houses for a year, no problem. Get food delivered to us, no problem. We can, when the food delivered, we can spray and all that stuff. But man, there's people out there in the real world that need to have greater protection from the monkeypox. And I'm not telling them to get the vaccine. I'm telling them avoid touching people if they can. And also, like, there's a bunch of idiots like those people I put in dating advice channel. Like, just avoid sets. Very simple. Don't do it with lights off. Don't go with strangers. Don't use a grinder. Those type of apps. You're gonna get it. They talked about monkeypox before, and then deleted articles after they found out that it was mostly men getting it, and some dogs. So, why this disease is predominantly affecting men and some dogs? Well, it's spread through touch. Mm-hmm. But this coming out, the disease coming out before the election, and it's hard because we don't know how this started spreading so fast. But the coincidence of a disease like this spreading really fast before elections is going to be making people question it for the next 10 years. And when you look at the monkeypox and the way it spreads in the body, it's very scary. Because look, I'm gonna give you the rundown about these types of viruses, how they work. One, it really starts in people's mouth first. They're gonna start producing saliva, and as this saliva drips down and gets on their skin, they touch something one time, then they start touching their body. It spreads. So guys, if a girl offers to suck your pee pee on Tinder, don't do it unless you shine your light in her throat like this. You're like, boom. You're like. You do like this. You put the light inside her throat and make sure no monkeypox in the throat first, or excess saliva. Because if there's excess saliva or some bumps or monkeypox in there, don't let her suck your pee pee. It's very simple. And you want to stop getting monkeypox, man. But hey, look, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. let me go back to dating advice. Also, shine a light in your partner's mouth to make sure no excess saliva or bumps before receiving oral. Okay, it's very simple. Very simple. Like if you go to my Discord dating advice, you get stuff like this. This type of stuff will help you in your personal life when it comes to dating. Look at this one. When she comes over to learn about crypto, but she starts undressing. Like when that happens, you have to be very adamant. So if she's going to be undressing while you're trying to explain crypto, at least you can make some analogies like, oh, this is a candle wick up. Oh boy, we're finished. Oh, candle wick down, less volume. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't think monkeypox is going to be spreading a lot in Japan. I think Japan's going to be pretty safe from this. Some of you guys might want to get to Japan before the monkeypox starts spreading. Maybe start your whole new life there and get your breeding visa. I hope you. So the poll right now: would you buy Doge under 9 cents? About 64% said yes. 75 votes. Wow. Let's get it. And look, guys, I'm not saying it will prevent monkeypox, but if you get that week's welcome bonus, the WXT tokens, maybe that will make you trade more and stay indoors more. When you're trading and focusing on your charts, you're not really worried about touching another human being. So if you really can't help yourself, distract yourself. Focus on the charts all day. And look, I have my camera on sometimes. I hope I don't come on with my camera and like monkeypox over my face and skin one day. That would be very bad. But mostly staying indoors watching charts is going to help you a lot more. The wick was support. I think if Bitcoin start breaking this, it's going to be really bad. So got to stay safe. Got to be careful on your trades. Yeah. I bet you a Democrat's one of the first Americans to get the monkeypox. I hands down, put it on Polymarket right now. I will bet money on it. Put it on Polymarket. I guarantee it will be a Democrat politician. When the first politician get monkeypox is going to be Democrat. I guarantee it. I'm going to ask them right now. I'm going to ask Polymarket right now if they can list this bet. I'm really excited for this one. We are not holding support for Doge. We actually wicking down. We're not lower though. We're not all the way lower. We're not lower than an earlier drop, but we're lower from the middle so far. My position is crying right now. I'm not even going to look at people making meme coins off of this either. But guys, I have to go off of here. I'll be back later. We were live.